Breaking news this past morning. Kevin Porter Jr. has been arrested for assault. This gets a little interesting to me. Kevin Porter Jr. is on an interesting builded contract. The terms of his deal was that his first year was guaranteed for the most part. Everything else had no guarantees in it. It's very rare for an NBA contract, especially one of the amount of money and the valuable role that Kevin Porter Jr. plays, to have a situation where you have not guaranteed money on the back end of it. But because of his past history, and this history is quite long, I know a lot of people can bring back the time he threw food at his coach in Cleveland that ended up resulting in the trade, the holdouts, the just countless stuff. I mean, this list could go on. I'm not going to list it all. But he was decently clean over the past year or so. Seemed like he was maybe getting himself together, was a solid player, averaged a decent amount of points, and was a solid player for Houston last year. He's now arrested for assault. And it's not a pretty one either. It appears that it was a public situation. Now, these are all allegations. I'm not sure what exactly happened. Let me make that very clear right now. But KPJ was arrested this morning in New York by the NYPD. And apparently this appears to have been a situation where he hit his girl or a girl. I do not know what the intimacy of that relationship was. He ended up hitting her, apparently even choking her. She went to the hospital with broken bones. And he's now arrested. As I alluded to, he does not have guarantees in his contract, so Houston is free to let him go. And the reason I think that was put into the contract was because of situations and nervousness regarding the situation. We go back to his USC days. He was a baller at USC. He was worthy of a first-round pick, if not higher, and he falls at the end of the first round, and there was a lot of questions of what could be happening here. Well, the reason for that was that there's a lot of things off the court that people were quite concerned about. We know the guy can play. He is an NBA talent. Do not get that mistaken there. But you can't have locker room issues. You cannot do things and get in trouble with the law, and you cannot do these things consistently. That's unfortunately what Kevin Porter Jr. has been doing, and so we are at crossroads right now. Obviously, as I said, this is all allegations at this point in time. I am not convicting him. I'm just saying, based on his past history, and if this comes to be true, Kevin Porter Jr. might find himself out of the NBA this upcoming season and potentially going forward. He's a great player, but you cannot have this many mistakes if this is true.